Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Alan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 130th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, where we're on the cutting edge of 2014 news. So glad you joined us, and we can't thank you enough for your support on X, Facebook, Instagram, and apparently TikTok. You can always check us out at blcpodcast.com and listen to us every day on your favorite podcast platforms. And don't forget to like, review, and share the show. And now, welcome this guy to the show. I said show a lot. It's Fred. I don't fucking know. Look at this little tiny bottle of Cholula that I have. Look at
Look at that little Cholula. I remember somebody had a little bottle of Coca-Cola like that, and I was like, hey, you want to do a little Coke?
They were like, yes, I do have.
And they're like, yes, I do.
Yes, I did. I showed them the bottle, and they got disappointed. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I don't really have anything interesting to say, so hey, Alan.
Great show tonight.
Hey. Oh, wait.
OTV.
That's me. Thank you.
Well, welcome, everybody. Thank you, studio audience. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'll give the end. There's one guy that's like, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you hear him at the very, he's like, girl.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. We're so glad you joined us. And I have to start off this show, and Alan's not ready for this because I didn't brief him on it, with the Black Lincoln Collective public apology.
Oh, public apology.
Apologize.
Yeah, I wish we had sad music. Do we have sad music?
Yeah, we got we got some music.
Make
Okay.
it sad. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you now, a heartbroken man. I misled you, our studio, our audience on the internet, our audience in studio, and of course Fred, because I rewatched the beginning of Saltburn with my wife. I watched it very closely, Fred. I analyzed every frame. And there are exactly
Zero titties in it. I told you.
I feel terrible shame.
See?
I feel terrible shame. The dong to titty ratio was not
It was
not where I
very
thought
lopsided.
it was. Right. They are mad and loud as shit.
I don't understand.
Alan's loud as hell too. But that's okay, because you know what? I deserve all the punishment I can get. I lied. I misled.
I'm going to flog you.
If I was a Border Patrol agent, you could impeach me.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Whatever. You impeach me, bro.
You get impeached?
Impeach my balls. Why don't you? So yeah, I did bad. Not good. I apologize. Lots of dongs, not a lot of anything else.
It's all good, man. I watched it. I got through it. And no, not again.
Okay.
No. Once is enough.
I got to the part, so if you've seen Saltburn, which most of you probably haven't, and because you're smarter than us, just be honest, there's like a part where the movie takes a serious turn, like where it's like, oh, okay, this kid's a little weird and everything, and then all of a sudden when they go to the place, it's like, oh God, like here comes the real shit. I got to the part where they were like, hey, that part, like right before they leave, and I was like, okay, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, oh, I was like, no, you can take it from here.
Yeah.
I've led you down the road.
Yeah, it was all good while it was at Oxford.
Yeah, it was great. Things were great.
It was all good while it was at Oxford.
Great. And that's where
They
I
were
was like,
getting
you know
drunk
what?
and hanging
I like
out.
to think of it as this being the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just a story about two friends.
For me, Saltburns is a short.
Yeah. It's a story about a semester abroad.
About a guy beating another guy, becoming friends.
Good times.
Wait, what?
Yep, that's what it is. That's the first half of it. It's great.
Platonic friends. That's all it is.
Just good old manly friends.
Oh, guy meeting.
Meeting, yes.
Okay, I thought you said guy beating.
Beating.
And then they became friends. I was like, oh, wait, what?
There are men beating other
That was the
men.
second half.
That guy's a good beater.
It's true. Well, Fred, I apologize for that.
It's all good, bro.
So I have to move on. You know what? The apologies in the past. It's in the public space now. Everyone knows I'm sorry.
Yeah, ever forward.
And
now,
they should also
now
know
you gotta
I'm
watch
disappointed.
Blue Oyster, the movie.
Is that a real thing? Okay, because I'll watch it if you make me. I owe you one now. Since I made you watch that and lied to you, you can recommend a movie to me.
Yeah,
I have to watch it.
It's at the Blue Oyster Club.
Yeah, the Blue Oyster.
Blue Waffle. So, well, we did it. We made it through. I made my apology. Now we can move on with our lives. It's great.
There you go.
And Fred, this week, what's on my mind
What's on your mind, man?
is my children, who I love to death, have lapped me. So up to now, let's be honest, from day one of them being born to now, I've been like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm with it. I get it. I'm a cool kid. I'm a cool cat.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those dads that's trying to keep up with them.
Yeah, I'm all like, hey, what up with that? That's on fleek, kid.
Yeah, no.
You know, that is an old phrase. I barely even remember that. I'm like, hey, hi, son. I'm noticing your drip is on fleek.
Yeah, no,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Don't do
So, but they started using, my son specifically, has started using some slang that I'm not familiar with.
Oh.
So, I would like you guys to help me out. I'm going to give you guys some slang terms and see if you can. It's a slang quiz.
Slang dinger.
Slang dang in it. So, oh,
Is that Puff Daddy?
I don't know. We already no one's on roller skates like Usher.
Second thing this implies.
So why did he bring back roller skates? Are roller skates going to come back, Fred?
No, not around here anyway.
I don't
Hell,
think
the only skating ring we got is open on Sundays from like
Oh, dude,
it's open from like 2 to 3.
yeah,
you are incorrect. Brother. You are incorrect.
Really? That's
Oh,
another one?
yes. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
Shut up.
Yes.
6 skates.
Skating rings.
Yeah, because we have to locate them.
Yeah.
And I had
Right.
6 of them.
I feel like it's so weird. They're like, go find a skating ring right now. Locate it.
We got to survey the parking lot because they're
Right.
It just
spread the
cracks me
parking
up
lot.
to think the way you
Okay,
said
so I do know there's the one in Simsville,
Yep.
and then there's the one in Taylor's.
Yeah, and there's one in White Horse Road. There's
Really?
one in Piedmont. There's one in Anderson. There's one in Pickens.
all these places that people all over the world.
Yeah.
know
Oh yeah,
exactly
yeah,
where they're-
yeah.
If you like roller skating,
Google
Right.
those names in South Carolina.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Google those. Google
Roller
those the
skate.
word roller skate,
Roller skate, yeah.
and then
I got a brand
But they all open from
new railroad.
they're all open from 12 to 2.
Yeah, 12 to 2. 12 to 2?
12 to 2.
No,
Every third
no,
Wednesday.
I just
I was about to say in the afternoon on a Tuesday.
Every
Who's
third,
going
every
roller
third Wednesday
skating?
that doesn't end in Y. You'll
Hey,
know.
boss, I'm going on lunch. I grab my skates.
I gotta get my keys.
yeah.
I just tightened up my wheels.
Yeah, give me raspberry beret.
Now I have seen those
skate to
videos
that.
of the people. This is not our slang quiz, by the way. I have seen those
Right.
people, those videos of like the old school, like the OGs.
Yeah,
those skating
man.
rinks, and they're like all
hey,
pimp. They got like
that shit is
so much better than
fucking,
me.
Yeah,
I can't
it
even
looks
skate
weird.
backwards.
I could, like the last time I went, I took my kids and we went and like I said, it was 12 to 3 or whatever. $5 to get in. That's why I was
What a
like,
deal.
hell yeah, that's great.
The only thing inflation hasn't touched.
Yeah. And so they had like the race around, they do the race around the
Yeah,
rink.
yeah.
And I was like, that's one thing I'm good at. I could go fast. You know what I'm saying? I
speed.
couldn't stop,
Could you
but I
corner,
could go
though?
fast. And they had it separated by age levels. You know what I'm saying? So like the young kids went first, then
You're
the
like
older
over
guys.
40, and you're like, I'm the only one here.
The one, there was like 4 guys. And evidently, these same four guys compete every week.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But the age group below me was like like 18, 19, 20 or something like that. And the one kid, he came in and he finished and he slid down on his knees like, you know, like soccer players. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit when I come. And I'm coming around. I came in last. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
But you still celebrated,
But I still celebrated. I went down on my knees and I went too fast. I went too far too fast. And like I banged my head on the I almost gave myself a concussion.
And 3 weeks later, he woke up like skating's fun. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's what it's all about.
I almost gave myself a fucking concussion.
Welcome to being old. All it takes is nothing for you to get
That's it, dude. It's probably to give myself an aneurysm.
I'm telling you, nothing is all it takes nowadays. Well, okay, so on to our hopefully you remember some of this slang since you had that concussion, friend. Have you heard the term "ate that"?
What?
Ate that.
Ate that.
Yeah, it means that. Oh, well, you guess. I guess you're supposed to guess. That's kind of the point.
Okay, ate that.
Yeah, would you like me to give you an example?
Yes.
I saw your prom pics on Insta. You totally ate that look.
Okay, so that's like you
landed it.
Good job.
You pulled it off.
You pulled it off. Ate that. That's so stupid.
That's pretty lame. You know what a beige flag is? I know what a beige flag is.
Is that like a gay thing?
No. Well, maybe.
No, beige flag? Yeah, that's...
Beige flag?
Well, you know what a red flag is in a relationship or in a person, right? A beige flag is something that's kind of like weird, but not like enough, not like a deal breaker. Like, like he's really cool, but he's into anime.
Why is
That's
it
a beige
beige?
flag? Because it's not like a red flag, but it is a flag.
But it's not a white flag, so why can't they say a pink flag? That's a pink flag.
I think that's gay. I don't know. I think that's transphobic.
Are you using it in the context of it's gay or is like really
He
gay?
gave me a little beige flag about it. I don't know. He was thinking
beige
about it
flag.
during dinner.
Yeah, beige flag.
They thought I didn't see him.
How about?
I thought we were going back to the hot dog, whatever.
We'll get there. Don't worry. How about? And I know you guys know that. I know this one even because I'm this. So this really probably shouldn't even bring up a bet. You know what the term bet means,
Yeah,
right?
bet. Okay.
bet.
Yes.
Okay. So don't tell people.
Yeah, bet.
I bet it up.
No, not that kind of bet. But like when it's like, hey, I'm gonna go get some sandwiches, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
bet. Yeah,
like,
bet.
oh,
Bet
that
it
sounds
up.
delicious.
Yeah, bet it up.
So okay. How about you know what a body count is,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And you know what, Alan? You know what a body count is?
What's your body count,
Why
Alan?
don't you take a guess, Alan?
What's my body count?
What's your body count?
That's how many. That's
in
how
the
many hookers you
50s?
banged.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, the hookers.
Respectable. That's respectable.
250, 260.
270.
That's why you broke.
Yeah, well, I'm happy.
Who was?
We did chuggy before. I remember that. We did chuggy.
Chuggy?
Yeah. Chuggy is a term. I'm just going to give you this one because no one's going to guess this. Or do you want me to give you you want me to let you guess?
Just tell me.
Okay. The slang quiz, the Black Lincoln Collective slang quiz, sure is chuggy.
Shitty.
It means it's used to describe someone or something that is basic, out of date, or trying too hard, which we are all three.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, I ain't chuggy. I don't want to be chuggy. I'm not out of date.
Says the
No,
man that went on his knees and almost got a concussion.
Yeah, said the man who was at the frickin' skating ring in the beginning. Okay, how about do it for the plot?
For the plot?
Do
For
it
the
for the
plot?
plot.
Take one for the team.
For example, I'm going to try out for the basketball team. Even if I don't make it, I'll do it for the plot.
No, so in other words, I'm just doing it because for the story.
Yeah.
And yep,
Well-
said to encourage oneself to take a chance on something.
For the plot of your story. Okay, I got it.
Dope
I like
has come
that
back.
Dope has come back.
Dope has come back to the kids. We all know.
Really?
what
Dope?
is. Yeah, that's cool.
What about Word? Has Word come back yet?
No, I'll look. We're in the D's right now.
Oh.
Word.
Okay, so
Word should come back. It was in that was the last thing said in
Word was like a New York slang.
But in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the last everything sent in the movie was word.
Really?
Because he said, "What's the word?" And Rocket Raccoon was like, "Word," and that's when they jumped in. Right.
Yeah. I got you.
That's Chugi.
Am I about to say that was Chugi?
What about yacht?
Yacht.
What?
Yacht.
Yacht. Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's a shortened term. It's a shortened word for the word "gee, damn it," used to express approval or excitement, particularly when one notices a large bottom. I'm reading this straight from here. This is not me.
Goddamn, like that?
No, when you're like, look at that yacht.
Oh,
I guess.
Because when you see a large bottom, I'm like, God damn, look at the size of that thing.
I saw one today.
What about, well, we know when something hits different, what that is.
Ooh.
What about left no crumbs?
Ate it all.
Ate it all, finished it up.
Sort of. I mean, it's a phrase that means you did something perfectly.
Wow.
Trying to find the ones that I really cared about.
Too
I took
hard.
that math test. I ain't leaving no crumbs.
Okay, what about
No crumb,
Riz?
yeah.
Do you know what Riz is?
Is it related to jizz?
Is it crackers?
It's not. Kinda. Not crackers, but
I rizzed on her face.
I was all over the back of that movie theater. I really enjoyed Saltburn.
Only
Don't ever go into that bathroom stall.
I'll give you an example.
I rizzed all of it.
Taylor has that Riz. They're so charming.
Little titties?
She does have some small titties.
Riz is derived from charisma. It's someone who has game when it comes to
Je ne
romantic
sais quoi.
pursuit. See, this is something that
Happy fuzz,
sometimes
je ne
my
sais
kid
quoi.
says rizzed, and I'm like, what is? I don't understand what that means. Then he also said,
So they have charisma.
right, they got that Riz.
Got that risma.
So, and then my
weird.
son said something the other day, and this is what really started this, is he was like, man, because my boy's into basketball right now, and he was like, man, you know, some of these guys are really glazing Steph Curry. And I was like, I don't feel like that's appropriate.
Glazed him like a donut.
Glaze is slang for overly complimenting or overly praising or hyping up another person.
Not where I come from.
Not where I come from.
Nope.
So I was like, oh, okay. So good then?
Blazer.
Oh, that's good.
Glazer.
Glazer. Yeah.
Okay, so you know that now, which is great. Let's see here. We know what snatched is. Snatched is a good thing.
Yes.
We know what a stan is. There's one other one that I gotta find, and that's let's see here. No, I think that's it. We know them all. We know all. Oh, yeet. You know what yeet is, of course.
Yeah.
Is that like when you throw something, or
Yes,
is it
when
just
you
say
yeet it
something
across-
you say when you throw
Well,
something?
it's a very strong word for yes. So if you're really white and someone says, "Hey, would you like a glazed donut?" You can say, "Yeet to that." Yes, I would. My daughter.
It just doesn't sound right.
As my daughter says it, "Yate," and I'm like, "That's not."
Yate.
She's like, "I yated your."
She says it's the Kanye version.
Yeah, she's like, "I yated." The other day, I was looking for my shoe because I was putting my shoes on. And I said, "Penny, where's my shoe?" And she said, "Dad, I yated your shoe across the room." And I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean? You yeeted it?" And she's like, "No, I yated it."
I'll tell you, the English language is just going to become like abbreviations
Yeah.
and fucking.
I skipped all the ones in here that were like ones that I was like, "That's just dumb." Like, we know what trash
Acronyms.
is.
Yeah, they got
This is
so
gonna be
lazy they
acronym.
can't even speak no more.
What I hate is like going on the internet and then they put an acronym up there, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Which
I
now
gotta
is
Google-
WTF.
Yeah.
Fred.
Like the other one, other day, it was IKYK.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know.
But I didn't know what it was.
Know that it means if you know, you know.
But then they put one. You ever see the one? It's like 16 letters, and it's like
get your ass to the car before I whip you.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. And I know exactly what.
Yeah, I was like,
I know exactly what it is. Get your ass in this motherfucking house before I beat your motherfucking ass.
Yeah. I was like, oh
Yeah. Well, that one we've heard.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
like,
shit, so that's been what's going great with me learning all the slang that I don't know.
What's going on?
Well, and then I thought, so my daughter, again, I hate to rat out my daughter, but she listens to this apparently now, because why not?
Oh, no,
so Penny, if you're listening, the other day you told me there was a fight on the bus at school on the way home, on the way back from school after school. She said there was a fight, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, was everybody okay?" And she sports. And these are like
Fights.
7-year-olds.
Sports.
Fights.
MMA. But she's like, "Yeah, Dad, there was a fight on the way on the bus on the way home from school." I said, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Yeah, it was all punches and nuts." And I was like, "What does that mean? Punches and nuts? Like,
honey, punches of nuts."
Well, so I was like, what a great way to describe a fight. So I thought you was trying to say that people were punching and it was nuts, right?
Yeah, no.
So I told my wife that. I said, "Hey, I said Penny said there was a fight and it was punches and nuts," and she was like, "Oh, well, I'm sure it was crazy." And then I was like, I think that's what she means. So I asked her, and I was like, "Penny, what do you mean by punches and nuts?" She was like, "Oh, they kept punching each other in the nuts." So I guess the fight was just two kids punching each other in the nuts over and over the whole time. And it cracked me up because she's like, "Dad, it was punches and nuts," and I'm like, that's slang I don't understand.
She ride the bus.
She was being literal.
Yeah, no, she rides the bus home to after school.
Okay. Did you ever ride the bus?
Oh yeah, dude, every day.
Yeah, you rode the bus, Alan? I don't know in Puerto Rico, did they have buses?
Yeah.
You rode the bus? I rode the bus. Did you ever get suspended? You ever fight?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I got suspended off the bus.
I didn't get suspended off the bus.
Too many times, man.
Before getting on the bus.
Dude, I got suspended off the bus once. This is a bus story. This is for you, Eric. Eric remembers this story. We were all leaving the bus, the school. Yeah. We used to go to school because we used to go to the school on base, right, military base, and we were leaving the school, and all the buses were coming around, and everything was going. And I was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm just gonna goof around." So I pulled my pants out and put my butt cheeks against the back of the window.
Punches and nuts.
Yeah, and I got suspended for that. I got suspended because I threw an icy out the window and hit a guy in the head. I got icy drinks. I was like. I was always getting suspended.
Go ahead.
I got suspended for spitting on a person. I think it was a female. I can't remember, but I remember my mom saved referral. Like it was always in like the family photo albums. Like said peak referral in there. Fred spit on so-and-so and is now suspended. I don't know why she kept. Why would you keep
she's like, remember
that?
this, Fred?
Yeah, remember you spit on that girl?
Showing your kids?
Mom, I was 12.
Did you like the girl and that's why you spit on her?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he was watching Skinamax. And
they spit on him on that one.
Yeah, when he would hear the spit, he didn't actually because you couldn't see it. Right. He didn't know.
It was all wavy.
You're not just supposed to randomly spit on him.
Yeah.
Some girls are into that though, Fred. You don't know. Not at that age. How would you know? No, I remember I got kicked off the bus. Sort of kicked off the bus. I got in a lot of trouble on the bus because, and Alan could attest to this because it was part of Alan's life as well. When my mom, and I think we've talked about this before, my mom won a lifetime supply of caramellos, the candy bar. Yes. So I would take them on the bus and throw them at passing cars. We would roll windows and throw the full candy bars at passing vehicles the whole way to school and back. And then we got in trouble on a church bus because I worked at McDonald's at the time, and they had some kind of like the Happy Meal toys at the time were like some little stuffy dolls, right?
Yeah.
and like just little stuff. And I had stolen or borrowed. I guess I don't want McDonald's coming after me. I want Hamburglers back. I don't need that motherfucker stealing my shit. But I got in trouble because I stole a whole box of the toys, and we went on this trip. And like the whole trip, we were sitting in the very back. It had like one of those. The bus had a window, not that like opened all the way, but like tilted. You know how you have the windows just kind of pop open. They're only about that up. So the whole trip, we're like stuffing these toys out the back window at cars behind us. We got all in trouble for that. Good times.
Leaving bread.
Yeah, actually, when it comes to church, I got kicked out of the church van because I borrowed a speed gun from a police car. And you know the radar detectors?
Yeah.
So every time a car would get close, I'd be like, we did that all the way to Mexico, and I got caught in Texas.
Damn.
My dad was pissed. He's like, where'd you get that? I was like, I don't know.
Oh no!
Good
Found
night.
it. Found it on the
Found it at a
street.
gas station.
Fell off the back of a truck.
That's right. Exactly. It fell off the back of a bus.
He's like, you lying to me on a mission strip. I was like, yeah.
That's what happens, man. Fred, I do have some breaking news for you, and I know we might have Fredline news coming up in a little while.
Yeah, go ahead, break
But
it.
I gotta break this news to you because I know it's gonna
Breaking wind news.
No, I did eat Taco Bell for lunch, so that has actually happened a lot today. Fred, Dateline,
Yep.
somewhere. I don't know. Where's this lady at? She's probably British. Looking at her teeth. German. What? I can't help it, dude. I mean, she's like got a lot of teeth that aren't there.
Sausage teeth.
Woman. Should I do it in a German accent? Should I try to do it in a German accent?
Sure, might as well.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me think. I can't. The only thing I can think of in German is not a good thing to say on the radio. Let's see. Okay. Woman ends romance with roller coaster to marry new ride, who she has baby with. I can't do it. All right.
Wait, what?
Yep. You heard me. Woman ends romance with a roller coaster to marry a new ride, who she has quote unquote baby with. So let me explain, Fred or Alan.
Sure.
Gail Engel, Gaelle, Engel, 46, revealed she had ended her 7-year relationship with boyfriend Skyscream, a roller coaster at Holiday Park in Hasloch, Germany, after she said park authorities would no longer allow her on site. Fair enough. That's a good way to end a relationship. A woman who, comes by our friends from the Mirror, by the way, mirror.uk. A woman who previously had a 7-year relationship with a roller coaster says they have broken up after she met and married a new ride, and they now have a son. Gail revealed she had ended her 7-year relationship with boyfriend Skyscream, a roller coaster at Holiday Park, after she said park authorities would no longer allow her on site, but just a month later, she met a new beau, a large purple ride called Gravity in Four Ox Parada in Players. Gravity and Four Ox Players in Bordeaux, France, and the pair now have a baby. So your friend Gail is an objectophile, a person attracted to inanimate objects.
Yeah. She
broke off her romance with Skyscream in October of 2022. And now her and Gravity have tied the knot, she says.
No, Gail, it's me, Skyscream. Come back to me, my love.
I'll shoot one of your little tapes. She now considers herself married to the French ride. Her new relationship has an added difficulty, though, as Gravity tours around fairgrounds all over France, meaning Gail has to follow her new spouse around the country. According to her, she's German, so she says, I see him regularly and follow him at all times when he tours the four corners of France. Not German. Says Gail, a model maker specializing in rides who is also based in Bordeaux, so she's French. Let's see. I have to try and do a French accent.
Okay.
Just as bad. I am very happy with him, and we are very solid and united. I met
She's
Gravity
a French
in
man.
March. I can't do a French lady. I met Gravity in March 2021 at the Fort in Bordeaux, and I got into a relationship with him in October 2022. For a year,
She's
oh wait,
a roller whore.
for a year and a half, I remained secretly in love with gravity in my silence and my denial. I ended my relationship with Skyscream in October 2022 because it had become impossible for me to find him at the park, who had forbidden me access because of my feelings. I'm sure that's why they did it. Mm-hmm. And Gravity and I were married.
They caught her
March
grinding
7th.
up on one of the support poles.
Yeah, like, so she follows him everywhere. A bunch of places in France that I can't even say the names of. Grenoble, Rodez, El Grandeur, and Nantes. Before he returns to Bordeaux, my city. Gravity helps me forget my daily worries. When I'm with him, I feel like a new woman who finally lives and lives again.
We got to keep cleaning the seats out every
Yeah.
time she rides the thing. You got to hose it down.
Oh, here we go. Gravity and I have a son who was born on May 1st, 2023. This one is called Cybernetic Shark and currently exists in the form of a model that I have made myself.
It's like a dildo.
God.
It looks like a dildo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So it goes on. She talks more about how crazy she is. And
So that's why DRP was talking about going to
that's
Europe.
probably DRP had something to do with that. So I'm just letting you guys know. Sorry, Skyscream.
Skyscraper.
Your time is up. Gail
Broken
moved
heart.
on to Cyber.
He's going to derail the fucking... He's going to derail the passenger cart.
Kill myself.
In his anguish, he's going to kill like 40 people.
No! Megatron! The Transformers. I wish I could do the voice. Can't do any voices, apparently. That's what I'm learning today. I can't do any fucking voices.
Hey. It's all
Maybe
good.
You can try to make it British. No, never mind. I'm not going to do it. So that's what's going on, Fred, in my neck of the woods.
That was fucking random.
That was, yeah.
Hey, that is random. I have another random sort of sex story, too, if you want to hear that, too, while we're here.
Go ahead.
Charlotte, a stingray with no male companion, is pregnant in her mountain aquarium. Charlotte, this is in North Carolina, by the way, right up the road. So, this might be Fred. Charlotte, a rust-colored stingray the size of a serving platter, just the way Fred likes them, has spent much of her life gliding around the confines of a storefront aquarium in North Carolina's Appalachian Mountains. She's 2,300 miles, that's 3,700 kilometers, kids, from her natural habitat under the waves of Southern California. And she hasn't shared a tank of water with a male species of hers in at least 8 years.
That's torture,
And yet,
dude.
nature has found a way. The aquarium owner said the stingray is pregnant with as many as 4 pups and could give birth in the next 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
So look for Fred
to
be headed to North Carolina in the next 2 weeks.
Immaculate conception.
No, they may be asexual.
Says,
like
according to
dinosaurs.
them, this is right in Hendersonville, right up the road. Here's our girl saying, "Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Let's have some pups," said Brenda Raymer, executive director of the Aquarium and Shark Lab on Main Street in Hendersonville.
Don't they worry about that? Like,
They said an expert on stingrays said it would have been impossible for Charlotte to have mated with one of the 5 small sharks that share her tank, despite news reports suggesting that was the case after Raymer joked about a possible interspecies hookup.
the movie Sting Shark.
That's right. Sting
Shark
shark.
rays.
Shark rays.
Shark rays. Sting Shark.
That could happen.
Sting Shark versus Shark rays.
Apparently,
She has one that comes out with a head of a stingray and the tail of a shark. And the other one is the head of a shark. Yeah, and their brothers is like Cain and Abel.
And they combine.
You know what I'm saying? They
Mechazola.
fight each other.
I like the idea of them combining like a transformer into just a regular stingray and a regular shark.
They have the twin power. Activate.
Yeah, exactly.
Form of
Mechashima.
a shark.
Yeah, form of a stingray.
So apparently, it's possible that she got pregnant by the process of parthenogenesis.
That
Type
shit
of
gonna come out
asexual reproduction
with the
in which
janitor's head.
That would be awesome.
She's gonna come out with the janitor's head like, where?
The janitor's like,
He's like, I don't know what the hell.
Fred's like, no.
Why does he have a mop in his head already? I don't know.
But yeah, so apparently this is the only time this has happened. But she could have asexually reproduced, like Alan said, which is weird that he knows that.
Yeah, I know about
it. I mean, I watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the frogs. The frogs.
True that. Well, that's what's going on in.
That is so ridiculous. Like, that's the scientific information that I retain. But
I know, right?
But like, you told me that shit in high school, I'd have been like, I don't know what.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's like Jurassic Park. I'm like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's right.
But let Samuel L. Jackson say it. I remember that shit for the rest of my life.
I know exactly where those snakes are on that plane.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, the frogs reproduce, hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
These stories remind me, I should have probably led with this. These were brought to you by this week's sponsor of the show, Fred.
Yep.
Jack Imhoff's Thai Massage Parlor and Sushi Emporium.
Ooh. Jack him off.
Jack him off, and then have some fish. Enjoy. Is the smell the Sushi Emporium, or is it something else? You'll never know. Jack Imhoff's Thai Massage and Sushi Emporium in Buttville.
Buttville, Louisiana.
Buttville, Louisiana. Why not? All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of whatever this is.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
You, in here. Try this.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
We're
back. Alan caught me when I was looking at something about donuts. I was trying to get information about glazing, and that just became a whole donut subreddit thing, and you can't do anything about it. Donuts are delicious. That's all I'm saying. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the first time in 2024. Is it?
Is it?
Is it? I don't know. Alan, is it?
So.
You're the show historian. Where's Gorlax downstairs?
Gorlax. Gorlax.
He's the one who would know. Well, that's Gorlax, but I think this might be the first or maybe second time in 2024.
You are correct, Parker. This is the first time in 2024.
First time.
See, he said yes.
Thank you, Gorlax.
Thank you, Gorlax. Your skills and arms are invaluable to our team.
Yes.
You're welcome.
All the arms. He sounds like a very fucked up Arnold.
Yeah, he
Even better. Turbo Man. So, it's time. And now I hope Alan's ready with all of his graphics and stuff that we spent hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars on. Because now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Fred. It's time for Fredline News.
Fredline News. It's news. Fredline News.
News, bitch.
Fredline News, number one. A lady was found dead lying in the bathroom with a head wound, a lobster, and live baby shrimp on the floor.
I've heard this joke.
No joke.
No joke.
What happened? Police said they were called to a residence because the woman didn't show up for work. And when they arrived to the residence, they opened up the door and found a lady on the floor with a lobster and some live or baby shrimp just on the floor. So they didn't know what to do. But after about 3 days, they came to this conclusion. Evidently, the woman bought a lobster from the market. And at the market, they feed the lobsters shrimp.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, till they're sold. And then the woman, she brought the lobster home, inserted the tail into her vagina,
Knew it.
and took a lighter to the lobster's head. Now, in doing this, makes the lobster wiggle his tail.
God.
Well, evidently, she did it too long and killed the lobster. And when lobsters die, they evacuate their bowels, filling the live baby shrimp
Into her lady parts.
So
why don't you just buy a fucking dildo, man?
it seems like so much work.
Jack him
for a nut.
time aside.
It seems like so much work for a nut.
Just
So when the lady went to go pee, the baby shrimp came out. She freaked out, slipped, hit her head, and killed herself.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Can you imagine? What, if she goes to heaven or hell, wherever she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to you?
Oh.
I got hit by a car.
Yeah. Imagine her being in Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Sitting in line with a whole lobster hanging out her cooch.
Would the lobster go to hell too?
Sitting next to the lady who got cut in half.
Yeah. No, the lobster don't go. I mean, the lobster he was just minding his own business.
That's what I'm saying. How does that affect the lobster standing in death? Is the lobster like, this is what a lobster's for? Off to heaven.
that's automatic heaven. Yeah, you automatically go to heaven.
All lobsters go to
if
heaven.
you got lobster raped or
Lobster raped.
I don't know how you would.
I think that's the opposite.
That's like torture.
Do you get
That'd
raped?
be like
if
lobster torture.
If someone sticks your ass inside of them, is that rape? Whatever the opposite of rape is.
Stick your ass inside of it.
Like, they shove my whole ass inside of her.
Somebody actually thought of that. Spending $40.
That's my question is like,
Yeah.
You go to the market, spend
She
the
was
money.
probably going to eat it afterwards.
was this in America?
It did not.
Yeah, it was in where is it? Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Jack Alves.
in Boston.
If you're in Butt, Louisiana, make sure you go to Jack Imhoff's Thai Massage Parlor and Sushi Emporium. Now serving baby shrimp.
And lobster tail.
That's right. Enjoy our lobster stuffed with baby shrimp, stuffed inside a vagina.
Jeez.
We call it the triple play of value.
The $10 steak and lobster lunch buffet.
All you can eat for under $1. Wait,
You get it, ladies and lace.
there you go. Well, good for her.
Okay.
How do you end that, Alan? What do you say to make that okay?
Friend line number 2.
Okay.
Here's number 2. Brought to you by
I can't. Okaloosa deputy who mistook a fallen acorn
Oh, yeah.
for gunfire resigns amid shooting inquiry.
Did you see that,
So
Alan?
evidently you guys heard about this?
You got
about this guy.
Dude, yeah.
Seen the video?
Yeah. Man, they unloaded, man.
Dude, like, I don't understand how they didn't hit that guy. They must have been part-time stormtroopers because they did not hit shit.
He laid off. He put all the bullets in there.
And trying to and then said he was hit.
Yeah.
When the second acorn hit, he was like, "I'm hit. Did you see when he first thought he got shot? He did like an action roll.
Yeah.
It was all from the body cam.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And he did like a roll, and it was like the worst. It was like me trying to do a roll.
It was like 3 rolls.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, "Shots fired! Shots fired!"
Like, God damn.
It's a miracle that they didn't shoot the guy who they had already searched, handcuffed, and strapped in
Right.
the cop car.
Yeah.
They thought was shooting them from inside the car.
He about to get paid though.
Oh.
I hope so, man.
He's about to get paid.
He deserves to get paid for that. That was ridiculous.
He's got to. He's got to get paid for that.
Well, and then the other person, then he screamed so loud that the assistant or whatever, the other officer who was there with him, also shot.
They both did. Yeah, they both
shot at their own car.
Yeah,
idiots, man. Idiots. I love it. This is America. Welcome to America. If we're not shooting at people on purpose, we're shooting at our own vehicles because we're stupid.
Acorn.
That's what I'm saying. You that scared of an acorn, man? Yeah. Like now.
But it might have been a black.
I've had acorns hit my car. Like
it's loud.
It's loud. It is.
But I've
loud.
never been like an acorn hit my car. I've been shot.
Yeah. No, acorn don't sound nothing like unless it's like unless it was a black acorn.
Right. Probably a black squirrel up there.
From a black oak.
Yeah, from a black oak.
The black oak slimes don't matter.
Fucking black oaks.
Got me again. Snuck them on me in the night.
Sound like bullets.
Yeah, they need to screen them guys better.
That's beyond like that's ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
I would love you need to if you haven't watched this, you need to search this.
There goes your news
it's
article.
One of the funniest videos of the year. It's gotta be.
It was.
The way that dude unloaded on that damn car.
Yeah, the way he unloaded. Like, it was like, bah, 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 bah.
He was giving it. He was praying and spraying, man. Like he wasn't aiming at shit.
No,
it could have been children down the street. He didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Off a whole thing and then went and hid behind a bush.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Oh my god.
So which is worse, Fred?
Yeah.
That guy or the lobster vagina lady? I think
that guy.
The other.
Not that guy.
That guy.
Vagina lady, you know, she did it to herself.
She did it to herself. That's exactly what I was
hurt to somebody else.
Yeah.
He could have hurt somebody else. That's true.
He really could have. Probably did and just swept it on the road.
Yeah. Man.
And coincidentally, 3 people down the street were just murdered in a drive-by. I don't know.
They got hit by acorns.
This town is crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't arrest the guy who had already been arrested.
Yeah, I am seriously surprised he didn't get charged for something like.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, shot up a car. And like,
yeah.
If it hadn't been for the body cam, they probably would have.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. It's true.
Yep.
So stupid.
Thank God for body cam.
Thank God for giving people guns that don't need them.
Fredline number 3.
Fredline news number 3. Let's get some positive Fredline news.
All right, this is a positive. This is one for the environment. Everybody's trying to clean up the environment.
Sure.
So now, Mount Everest climbers will need to bring their poop back to camp.
Thank goodness. Finally, doing something to save the environment, Fred.
People climbing Mount Everest will now have to clean up their own poop and bring it back to base camp.
They should.
Be disposed of.
Why wouldn't they?
That's right. Yeah, they should.
They should, because it's so cold up there.
Dog's poop.
Yeah.
Clean up their own poop.
Well, and it's so cold up there that it just stays.
It stays there. That's right. You know,
like
it don't biodegrade.
Yeah.
It don't biodegrade. Yeah.
Wow.
The Mingma Sherpa says our mountains have begun to stink.
Are you gonna do the accent?
I don't know. What's the Himalayan?
Mountains have begun to stink.
They're not Japanese, are they?
Close enough. You can do the French.
Oh my God.
That was pretty good, Parker.
I tried.
It said we are getting complaints that human stools are visible on rocks and some climbers are falling sick. This is not acceptable and erodes our image. Yeah, man.
Not acceptable.
So somebody, instead of just taking their grumpy out in the corner,
like hiding somewhere and taking.
Yeah, they went on a rock and they're like,
that rock looks like a toilet. Let's do it.
Yep.
How would you do that though? Like it's so cold up there, wouldn't your butthole like just freeze up?
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I mean,
either that or when they die, when you die, you crap yourself. So
yeah,
that's true.
But
I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming you do it as quickly as you possibly can.
Just drop.
Well, they probably do it inside the tent, and then when they wrap the tent up, they just leave the pieces of shit there.
So you sleep in there with your shit?
No, I don't.
Just toss it out.
Like, no, I'm talking about the ones on the rocks and the poop that.
Well, they're probably tossing it and then it's hitting the rocks and shit. They're probably like monkeys just throwing the shit.
They gonna go out there. They gonna start handing out Bilo bags.
I know a guy in downtown Greenville has got Bilo bags.
He gonna start handing out Bilo bags. You have 3 Bilo bags to use for your poop. I either want
very dishonorable
empty bags back, or I want full bags back.
But it's fucked up that they actually have to make that rule.
Well, that's stupid, man.
People
Like,
should know better.
It's stupid, man, because number one, doing that shit, climbing Mount Everest was like a test of endurance.
It used to be.
Like, it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be like only like 5 to 7 people had ever climbed it. Now
it's like
you could
1,000
just
people a day.
Now, yeah, you can go a day. You know what I'm saying? You just go up there. You know what I mean?
Is it like
take
that?
You.
It
yeah.
is.
All these rich folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
They buy all that expensive camping equipment and
right, and they have snowboards.
yeah, and then they just go there and leave it. They just go there and leave their shit up there.
Yeah, they leave their shit up there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, for what? They can afford to leave it up there.
The number of people that climb Mount Everest now each year is around 800.
800.
That's still crazy.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. Around 500 each day. Around 500 people make their way to Everest Base Camp.
Each day?
Each day. Base camp being the bottom of it.
The bottom of it, yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably where all the shit's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I don't think it's up on the top part. Because, I mean, there ain't that many people that got to the top.
Okay, so it says by the end of 2016, there were 7,646 summits by 4,469 people. In 2018, 800 people summited just that year. So it's probably worse now.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy. I ain't doing that shit. Even if I had the money.
And like Fred was saying, at one time it was like 2 or 3 people, and it was like,
well, and now,
you know,
in 2023, 17 people died going to and from the summit. So there you go.
That's worth it.
4% of all people who do it die.
Join me in my water.
In our icy grave. Join us in our icy grave.
That's crazy.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
So you too, Alan. Would you like us to maybe talk to management about sending you to Everest for the show?
Do it live.
Yeah,
live broadcast.
No, that's all right.
You can make the farts, frozen farts.
Yeah. Never mind. I was like, I'd rather do that than get a lobster.
I don't know. Okay, now which one is worse? Pooping on Mount Everest or lobster in the vag?
The lobster on the veg because she's not hurting anybody.
Not hurting nobody.
Except herself.
Rock lobster.
There you go. Now, if it was a rock lobster, then Everest would be bad because, or rock lobster. Never mind.
Keep going, Fred. Please save us. Fred line news by Bang Bras. Bang Bras? Bra.
Bang bra, man.
Bang bra. Investigators are probing how firefighters came to douse part of a Western Australia town in sewage wastewater while battling a brush fire.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's the law.
Residents of Bullsbrook, about 35 kilometers north of Perth, have been warned to empty water tanks and not eat anything from their gardens. After water bomb. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. After water bombers drew from the wrong pond as a wastewater treatment plant on Wednesday when battling a blaze that was threatening homes and schools.
Wait. So they didn't know the difference between a wastewater plant and a pond?
Hey, mate, which one should we pull it from? Pull it from the shit.
Should we pull it from the one that has the thing that just is?
Put some
no strays in the drought right now, right? Can't afford to use good water, so we got use the shit water.
Throw another shrimp on the vagina.
Another
Bullsbrook resident Natalie Bennett said her family was hosing down their roof when they were showered by helicopters passing overhead on Wednesday.
That's way worse.
Oh.
I didn't realize it was airborne shits.
Oh. Yeah.
When they flew over us leaking water, at the time it felt lovely as it was so hot. Bennett said she was horrified to receive a text on Thursday at 2 a.m. local time about potential exposure to hazardous bacteria.
That's what the plane sounded like.
That's what the plane.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
That is actually pretty disgusting. I love it. Good job.
They said obviously it was a mistake. It was found early. An emergency meeting was called, and public health has been called in.
Emergency meeting.
And remedying the issue.
You're like, oh shit!
Yeah,
exactly.
You nailed it. You nailed that one, mate. That's worse, grossest.
Yeah, that was a feel-good story.
Is that the second grossest story that we had tonight?
It was a feel-good story right there.
Yeah, it felt good. At first, it felt lovely.
And then it was...
Not as much.
All right, I got one more.
All right, the last Bang Bros spread my news.
You want it? This one's not that crazy.
Okay.
I thought it was
probably going to be the craziest one of all.
That was interesting, though. Chernobyl's mutant wolves appear to have developed resistance to cancer, studies find.
Nice.
So the wolves are exposed to cancer-causing radiation as they roam the wastelands of the abandoned city. With researchers finding part of their genetic information seems resilient to increased risk of the disease.
There you go.
So that's they got mutant wolves in Chernobyl.
Well, yeah, they have mutant everything. Like the flowers and everything are all mutated because
really, it's like weird.
Yeah.
Like
I think most of them just are like bigger, but they're
three-eyed
also like
fish
radioactive.
No, not three-eyed fish, but have the big rats, like the big rats and shit.
The big rats, like like Fallout.
Let's find out. Maybe.
Well, like Justice League was in Chernobyl.
Well.
There's yep, that's okay, yeah, they're pretty weird looking.
They huge? Let me see.
They're not that huge. No.
That's what she said.
That's because she's a whore.
What is she again?
She's a whore.
There's that one, which is a cow, I believe.
Oh, God.
Well, it's a mutant, dude. What do you expect? Here's
X-Men.
There's this.
What is that?
I don't think that's real.
That's a mutant worm.
There's yeah, these are mostly not real. So there's one. Look at that. Fox. I don't know. It's not as exciting as you think.
Yeah, no, I guess not. It's just, blech.
There's a catfish.
It was like a real catfish.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
A giant catfish.
Meow.
Give it a ball of yard, he slaps it with his tail. Catfish?
Look at that catfish. Look at that. Oh, it stopped sharing it. Fuck this. Look, there's one. Look, there's a huge catfish that lives in Chernobyl.
Damn.
Yeah, but they're not.
That's Louisiana.
Right. Well, yeah, but Louisiana.
But Louisiana.
That's right. Jack come see all the mutant catfish and jack him off. Thai massage sushi emporium.
Speaking of fish, I got one more.
All right.
This last one.
Your mother.
All right. Noisy fish sex keeping Florida residents up all night with bass heavy groans. I don't know if it's bass.
I'm sure it's
or
bass.
Bass.
It's
I don't know.
I would hope that it's bass heavy groans instead of passive. I mean, it's a great play on words if it is. Like, no, make no mistake. I like the idea.
Unnerved residents of Tampa Bay, Florida are scrambling to explain mysterious rolling bass tones that vibrate their walls at night and rob their children of sleep.
With an ass and bass.
Oh my God. So the scientists from the region believe he knows the source of the racket. Frisky fish.
Fish are fucking everywhere, guys.
They installed marine microphones in the area to confirm his theory that the den stems from mating noises emitted by the aptly named black drumfish.
It makes sense.
That's
Black drumfish.
It's like boom, 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 boom.
He said a retired science teacher let me use her back porch.
I bet she did. I bet she did. They got them black bass tones.
Black bass fish or whatever.
If only that lady would have met a fish instead of
lobster instead of lobsters.
None of this would have happened.
None of this would have happened.
Well, good. I'm glad that that's the end of Fredline News.
That's it.
Because I can't handle any more of your weird animal fetish shit that you make us listen to every week, Fred. That's why we only do this once a year.
I only had like 3 animals.
You had 4 stories.
4 animal stories?
You had 3 stories about 4 animals.
Fredline News.
4 stories.
Fredline News. Get your
Want to hear about
news
some
on
freaky
Fredline
pets? Because we had the one about lobsters and shrimp, which is 2 animals.
No.
That's 2 animals.
No.
Is that not 2? Then what was the second one, Alan? Do you remember?
The second one, well, we had the
wolves.
Yeah, the wolves.
Well, okay. The second story though was the cop who shot at nothing. Oh, an acorn, which was from a squirrel, which is an animal.
I did not mention a squirrel.
I know, I did. I said the squirrel was probably black. That's why I had it. And then we had the one with the wolves. It's just all animal stuff. It's weird.
No, it's not. Animals are cool.
Animals are cool. We'll just leave it at that.
We got the poopy story. We got 2 shit stories. I had 2 shit stories.
Because humans are technically.
Oh.
Technically, I guess. I don't really know how it works.
I'm just thinking about that Australia. At first, we thought it was good.
It was lovely.
Imagine how much that would suck, though, to be like, oh, finally, Yeah. Ugh.
Those only got in their mouth.
If it was was it one of those like helicopters where they scoop it up?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm talking about?
Bucket.
So they just scooped the wrong
thing.
They went to the sewer processing plant.
Yeah. Hey, shit happens.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, everybody. We can still go on with the show. I just thought that was a great ender. So, well, yeah, no, that's ridiculous, gross. Glad we don't live in Australia. Yes, I don't really know.
Everything's trying to kill you in Australia.
That's right. I don't want a dingo to eat my baby.
Hey, man, it's a true story.
I know. That's why I don't want it to happen. So, thank you guys for listening. I think it's going to be a wrap.
Yep.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
I'll see you later.
What promises to be an episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I want to say a good one, but it's one.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side. day. What a motherfucking day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hip. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.